On this episode of Super Seicento, we are locked and loaded. Wait, hang on. Hi everybody, welcome back to Super Seicento. Now in recent episodes we've been concentrating on the look of the car by painting the wheels black and more recently the vinyl bonnet stripe. But today it's something practical because you see my car does have central locking. You can unlock both doors at the same time, but there's a problem with it. And that problem is that you have to do it by putting the key into the lock. You have to physically put the key in the lock and twist it to lock it and unlock it. And that's not cool. It just doesn't look right when you get out of the car confidently and then have to turn around and bend over to lock and unlock the doors. It's particularly not cool when my mum's people carrier has got remote central locking on the key fob. And when your mum's car is better equipped than your car is, that's not cool. So today I'm going to be installing a remote central locking kit to add remote central locking with a button onto my car. And here it is, the Flex-On keyless entry system, which cost me just £9.95. Inside the box you'll find the control module for the system, and not one but two key fobs, which is handy if you ever break or lose one, which I probably will. Underneath that you'll find the full wiring loom for the system, incorporating a fuse for safety and a single multi-plug to connect to the control box. Each wire's got no end to it, so it can be spliced into your existing door central locking wiring. There's also an LED light which flashes if you want to use the system as an alarm, a sticky back pad to stick the control box wherever you choose, and the all-important instruction manual which tells you which coloured wire controls what and is therefore vital. In terms of tools, you'll need a variety of flathead and Phillips head screwdrivers to take apart your door and interior trim, an electronic screwdriver which lights up when connected to a circuit to test for live and to complete cut wires to make sure you found the right one. A multimeter will do the same job, but for both you'll need a solid earth on something metal for accuracy. Some wire cutters and strippers to cut, strip and splice the kit wiring into your existing door wiring. Two different coloured wires, one for power and one for ground to power the control box. You won't need quite this much. And some of these chocolate block wire connectors which work by one end of wire going into one side, the other end of the wire and the kit wire twisted together being put in the other side, and then the screws being tightened down to complete the circuit and join the wires together. These are simple but brilliant bits of kit that I love, but make sure that you've got plenty to hand and that you've got a variety of different sizes for the various locations and wire thicknesses that you might come across. Sadly my GoPro failed, which meant that the footage of removing the door trim was lost, but now that we've located the wiring for the central locking in the passenger's footwell, we can, with the help of a wiring colour key from someone on the Seicento UK Facebook page, thanks for that James, strip back, cut and splice into the door open wire using the first chocolate block. Once that's securely connected, we then need to find and splice into the door close wire.
Right, the other one was yellow and white, wasn't it?
Yes, yellow and white. Have you got a yellow and white?
Where is yellow and white?
We think we've found the correct wire, so we strip back the sleeving and using the electronic screwdriver, we test the circuit to find out if this is the wire that closes the locks. Success! With the locking wire located, we splice in the wire from the kit and then we discuss its amazing value for less than 10 quid. Well, bearing in mind all the stuff that this says it can do in the book, you can rig this up to do indicators, you can have it to immobilise the car if you want to, so that until you've done it the engine's immobilised, so you can't jump it or anything. You can have it do the windows, and you can have it, you know, beep the horn and whatever. You can actually go to town on this if you want to. With the lock and unlock functions wired in, what comes next?
I don't know whether to join this now or whether to join everything up first. What do you think? And then try it.
Should we just do it while it's outside, essentially? Yeah. Should we just rig up a basic setup and see if it works?
Right.
Yeah.
So that is going to be like Earth. So all we've got to do is run a battery to that. Shall we do this front flasher? Direction indicator brown. That one.
We've wired up just the left-hand indicator to make sure that's working, and with the extremely short wire spliced into, it's time for our outside test. And test it while it's out of the car, yeah?
Yeah.
We'll do that then. So the plan is, simple rigged up install, just sitting there in the footwell, and we're going to try it very basically just to make sure it's all working, which it should do. Plugging the loom into the control box is as simple as plugging in a phone charger, and then it's time to see if it works.
If I hold this on the line in the earth,
yeah.
What's it say on the key?
We've got lock, unlock and boot.
Yeah, we'll try that, and then don't worry about the boot.
Well no, there's nothing hooked up to the boot. Lock. Oh yes!
Unlock.
Now at this point it's worth mentioning that we didn't realise how to use the controls. The key fob features lock, unlock and boot release. My cable boot release wouldn't work with this system, but we weren't unlocking it properly. The lock button actually does both locking and unlocking. The unlock simply clears the previous command, so both the locking and unlocking is actually done by one button. We didn't realise this on camera, but now that we're happy that it's locking and unlocking on command and flashing the wired left up indicator, it's time to tidy this lot up into a usable state. But first I splice into the right hand indicator wiring to make that flash too. It's as simple as one end of the existing wire in one end of the chocolate block, the other end of it twisted together with the command wire from the central locking kit in the other end, and then tightening the screws down to complete the circuit.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. That's in there. And then, what was the other one? That one here.
There's no real way to make this install look interesting or varied on camera, but once you know the locations and the colours of your existing wiring, it's as simple as cut, strip, join back together. Even someone as inexperienced as me can get to grips with this simple install in just minutes.
And that's in there. Perfect. Okay. That's all in.
The sticky pad is then put on the control box and it's securely stuck to a metal plate on the bulkhead. And next comes another cock-up, because we originally planned to power the control box with a leftover power wire from the black box from my original car insurance policy. However, once we chopped off the end and connected up the power and ground to the black box wire, the very first time we used the central locking system, it blew the fuse in the black box wire, which showed that it clearly wasn't powerful enough. This install reminds you that with all the preparation and all the skill in the world, when working on cars, stuff can and usually does still go wrong. Slightly annoyed but not disheartened, we then decided to grab a stronger and more reliable power source from the back of the fuse box. With our new power wire from the fuse box now connected, the carpet can go back in to cover the control box and wiring, the trim can be screwed back on, and with everything connected and tidied up, it's time to test. It works, and with around a 30-foot range and perfect reliability, it's going to add some extra style and practicality to my car. Installing this kit is one of the most simple but brilliant electric mods you can do to your car, and even if you've never had any experience working with car electronics, like myself, it's really simple to understand how to join the wires together, connect everything up, and make it so that when you push the buttons on the key fob, the car locks and unlocks, and I could not be happier with the results of it. It's certainly going to add a new degree of style and practicality to using my car on a day-to-day basis. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click that thumbs up button and also subscribe for more videos doing brilliant mods to this brilliant little car very soon in the future. But for now, thanks for watching everybody and have a brilliant rest of your day. Take care. There's no real way to make this install look